you to tell me maybe a story about how one of your songs has touched a fan personally, affected their life, if you know of any.
Well, some people know, some people don't know. I have Tourette syndrome, and it's a condition that makes me make movements and sounds I can't control, much like these. And so, for sure, and it becomes difficult sometimes to speak or to, walk or like do normal things. So like music has really been an outlet. But I love this, I love when people share their stories with me because it means so much. And our little girl came up to me once and she said, you know what, she had tears in her eyes. It was when Hold Me at first came out, and she said, Jamie Grace, I heard your song Hold Me, and I used to cut myself, and I used to hurt myself all the time, but now that I've heard your song, I know that God is holding me, and I don't have to live in fear, and I don't have to cut myself anymore. And it's moments like that where I realized that, even though I had to go through Tourette and like learn how to live again and learn how to do so many things all over again, I realized that I would totally do it all over again if it means getting to inspire girls like her. So,
Even just one girl.
yeah, seriously, if it was just for that little girl, I'd go through it again because I know how much it meant to her, and she was so genuine and so sweet when she shared it with me.
Well, now you know why, but how did you get into this industry?
Yeah, well, I started singing when I was a small child. My dad's a pastor, so but I always loved it. But I started pursuing a career around the age of 13 because when I started to get really sick, one of the things that helped me was music and playing instruments. And so I fell in love with like playing music and that kind of thing. And then I started putting YouTube videos up of doing YouTube covers before I could write my own songs. So it's so surreal to be here because I would cover Toby Mac, Natalie Grant songs, Kirk Franklin songs, like Southern gospel, like Janet Paschal and stuff like that. And so Toby Mac found my YouTube videos in 2010, reached out via Twitter. My mom and I met him. And
What was your response?
well, first of all, I was mad because the alert woke me up. It was like 8 a.m. I was like, seriously, who is this? And then I said Toby Mac. I was like, my friends are so cruel. And then like 5 minutes later, I'm like, oh my God. It's like getting really, I cry on Hallmark commercials and Walmart commercials too. So I just got really emotional. And that was it's been a whirlwind to get to work with him. He signed me to his record label, Go To Records. We released a single last year and then an album in September. And that's gotten some very kind response from GMA here. So it's been an amazing year and a half, 2 years.
Really taken off.
Yeah, it's crazy. And so it's been a blessing. I feel very blessed to get to do all of this.
In addition to your album in September, what other projects do you have upcoming?
Well, there may be some acting things going on in the near future. I've been acting since I was about 14, and by acting, I mean like making my own movies and starring in them, and not like real movies, like digital camera ones. And so like I would write monologues and stuff. But I've been doing
Jack of all trades.
I was homeschooled, so there wasn't much to do. I'm just kidding. Anyway, so I started like professionally acting, I guess like a year and a half ago, and so
Where do you find the time?
on the weekends. No, I guess weekdays then. Yeah, I do keep really, really busy. I don't sleep very much. And people always ask like, well, do you do energy drinks? Like, because I have like insomnia, so I really have a hard time sleeping. And they're like, well, how are you awake all the time? I'm like, it must be Jesus, because I don't like Red Bull, and coffee makes me too hyper. So
You carry yourself beautifully, and congratulations on all your success.
Thank you so much.